So much to get to, lots to break down, including this news from Jon Gosselin. Who would think that after all these years, they are still going at it? But he gave an explosive interview saying that his ex-wife, Kate, has been living off their children's money. Now, of course, they share 8 children, and he referred to the pair's 2019 custody dispute in which Kate admitted to borrowing $100,000 from their kids' trust fund to cover living expenses. She said at the time it was in order to survive and cover their family's daily expenses. He has since alleged that she has not paid the kids back now that their youngest have turned 18. Well, her attorney fired back saying that he owes her over $130,000 in child support, not counting interest from the day it was entered. A source did tell Us Weekly that Jon will not go after Kate and battle her because he legally can't. So can he legally not go after her for this money?
Well, Christina, it's actually the kids' money. They're all 18. So if they want to go after their mom, that's their legal right to do so. And let's not forget, this is money that the children earn for their appearances. That's why it went to a trust for their benefit. So if Kate misappropriated or took those monies, that's a big problem.
That's a big problem. I mean, why do you think Jon went public with this? Do you think that maybe he tried to get the money back in private, or this was kind of like a last straw, or he just wanted it to get messy?
Well, Christina, on us, we've seen how divorces can get nasty. So sometimes there are legal reasons to put things out in the public, but sometimes it's just you want to make your ex's life miserable. And I think this is the latter here.
Definitely. Do you think that her kids, I mean, it's kind of speculative, you can't really say, but do you think that her kids would go after her for this money?
Potentially. As the trustee, she has a fiduciary duty. That's a legal term that means that she has to maintain that money for the benefit of her kids. She can't use it for herself personally. That's why we see her arguing that it was really for school and tuition related expenses.
Can she use that money, like she said, to survive and for those daily expenses? Is she allowed to use that money before they're 18?
Not to survive personally. And if she uses it for school related expenses, that's something she's got to document. And that's something that the judge took issue with. She said, look, you can't just loan money to yourself. That's improper. There's got to be paperwork. You got to repay it back with interest. So this is potentially mishandling her children's money.
Yeah. Now, do all the children have to come together and go after her at once? Or can they have 8 kids. Can 1 or 2 of them do it? Or does it have to be a collective unit going after her?
It doesn't have to be. Just one of the kids can file suit against mom and say, listen, you took our money, you stole it, you didn't repay it back. I'm filing a lawsuit against you. We'll see if that happens.
We'll see if that happens. Because I know some live with Jon and some live with her, so it should be interesting. Is it surprising? I mean, she allegedly said that he owes over $130,000 in child support. Did she maybe not go after him knowing that she took all that money from the trust?
Well, they're 2 really different cases. She may owe her kids money, but Jon may owe her money. So she may absolutely have a claim for more than $100,000 in child support. Even though the kids are no longer kids and they're 18, she can go get that money if she chooses to do so.
So it's not even if you're behind on child support and your kids turn 18, you legally do still have to fulfill those obligations, correct?
Absolutely. The kids turning 18 doesn't change your obligations. Now, obviously, if too much time passes and the statute of limitations runs, Kate can't go after Jon. But the mere fact that our kids are old does not mean that if Jon really does owe that child support, he doesn't have to pay it.
Oof, messy. Well, we will see how that plays out, I'm sure. For more news, content, and exclusive interviews, make sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button down below and visit usmagazine.com.